Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am continuing my reviews for the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise with Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. This is a 2006 film. It is once again directed by Gore Verbinski. And the plot is, it's been some time since the last movie where we see Elizabeth Swann and Will Turner. They're supposed to get married. They're madly in love until they both get arrested because they were trying to help Jack Sparrow in the last film, and that's against the rules, and yada yada. They're both going to be sentenced to death unless Will Turner can go off and find Jack Sparrow and find this compass that they can use to find this treasure. Orlando Bloom, Will Turner, goes off to find Jack Sparrow. I enjoy this movie. I do. And I guess I can sit here and say that it's not maybe as good as that first film, as a well-rounded, complete story and whatnot. But I still think this is the best sequel out of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which might not be saying a whole lot, but still, I can watch this and have fun. I can watch this and enjoy it. I can watch this and actually make sense and follow this plot. Imagine that. Let's start with Keira Knightley as Elizabeth Swann. I like Keira Knightley, obviously. You see her get locked up at the beginning and you're thinking, okay, is this a sequel where they don't know what to do with her? So she's just going to be maybe locked up in prison for the whole time while the man, the boyfriend, Orlando Bloom, goes off to save the day. No, she does get out thanks to her father. She does go off to help Orlando Bloom, and she's very capable. Orlando Bloom, I also like, and he gets a nice side plot where he gets reunited with his father. His father, Bootstrap Bill Turner, played by Stellan Skarsgård, who they mentioned in the first movie. They talk a lot about him in that first film. So finally getting to see him, I can admit that he doesn't quite look the way I pictured him looking. You see his story and what happened to him and how he was at the bottom of the sea, and so he's now melded with the sea. He looks all deformed and creepy, and you see that he's on the ship of one Davy Jones. Davy Jones is played by Bill Nighy, and Davy Jones is very creepy looking. I remember seeing this in the theater and being insanely creeped out by this character. Just his design, the octopus, the face and neck, and how the presence that he had. Even rewatching it now though, you can totally still see Bill Nighy's performance in it. You could see his mannerisms and his quirks that only he has, and so I like that. On top of all of the makeup and obvious CGI, on top of everything that had to be over his face, he was able to convey that. Johnny Depp is Captain Jack Sparrow, and yes, this, I don't want to say becomes the Jack Sparrow show, because I think the other characters do get a lot of other stuff for them to do, and they do feel important to the story, but Jack Sparrow definitely gets a lot more to do here than he did before. The movie starts off with him, and you see that he gets this almost plague curse thing put on his hand. He's marked for death by Davy Jones, and so throughout this whole movie, Jack Sparrow is out for himself. And he will do anything. He will deceive, he will lie, he will cheat, he will steal, he will do anything that it takes to keep himself alive. And as much as that should make him unlikable, as much as I should be like, this coward a-hole, and there are plenty of points where you say that about him, I can't help but also enjoy this character. He's so funny, he's so entertaining. It's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp knows by this point, there does come a point where it does go too much and it's over the top and whatnot. In fact, I think it's the next movie, but I still like him here. Even the sequence when he's so trying to stay away from the waters, from death, that he winds up on this island and this cannibal tribe rounds him and his crew up, and they look at him as like the god, but he's also prisoner there as well. As silly as all of that is, it's very silly. It's still funny. It's still funny to see him running away from them as he's tied up. And also the action in this movie, very well done. There is a sword fight scene between three characters that I just enjoy watching. It's fun. It's Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, and James Norton, who was in the first movie, played by Jack Davenport. Now, in the first movie, he was the British guy that was supposed to marry Keira Knightley, but she left him for Will Turner. And you see now that he somehow got lost out on sea looking for them. His life basically ruined. He's been living in poverty and just, he's not who he was. And there's a part of him that wants that life back, wants some dignity back, wants to also maybe possibly win back Keira Knightley. So he's an interesting character, what they did with him, but the three of them going at it at the same time was great. Even when they're on top of that windmill thing, it's comical, yes, it's silly, yes, but it's also Disney, and I think somehow, some way, they're just able to balance that silliness with some dark stuff. You see people, one guy get his throat slit, and just people get it. Like, it's some dark stuff here. Naomi Harris is in this movie, and she plays Tia Delma, who's kind of some fortune teller. She has this Jamaican accent, and you kind of go like, okay, a little stereotypical, but she's such a great actress that she pulls it off. At the very end of the movie, there's a big cliffhanger. I'm not going to give it away because I almost feel like I've given too much away. But I won't give away the cliffhanger. It's a good cliffhanger. It's definitely a cliffhanger where you're like, huh, what's going to happen next? But the reveal of a returning character from the first movie, I saw this in the theater with my friend. We went, and our dumbasses, we didn't see the first movie first. So we just went into this. I'm not even sure if I knew it was a sequel because it doesn't say 2 on it. It's just, oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. So we went in, and then we enjoyed the movie for the most part, and maybe little references that you didn't get until that ending completely threw me off. I had no idea what was going on. My friend didn't have no idea what was going on, and we were just yelling like, what's going on? Who's that? So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Do you like it? Do you love it? Or do you think it's not that great? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!